Hi everyone, it's Rhonda here from Stampin' Koalas, here to do a quick tutorial on how to make these bag boxes. I got this idea from Crafty Hefty, I think. I'll put a link to her YouTube channel. She had done a bag box, a smaller version, and then she did a really large one. Well, I wanted one that would fit my monkey cards, just your standard cards. So this one's for a different set of cards. So I was asked how to do it and how to do the flower, so I thought I would do a video. This flower I seen from Stamping Tea on YouTube. She shows how to make this flower, but I'll do that with you as well. So let's go ahead and get started. So you're going to need a piece of, I'm using Whisper White for the base, and it is 6.5 by 5.5, and scored at 1 inch on all 4 sides. And I just need to grab my bone folder. I've already scored it all just to save some time on this. There's a few parts to this. So now that you've got all that, you're going to come in with your scissors and you're going to cut on your 4 sides, but you're going to cut going, most boxes fold in, this one's going to fold out, and just take a little notch out of there. It's going to be covered anyway, so you won't see it, but it just kind of makes it a little bit more sturdier. The person just has to remember when they're putting their glue where the glue needs to go. When you're doing it, this really does only take a few minutes. It takes longer to prep it than anything. And just to save on some time, I'm just going to use double-sided tape. And now I see I've got to remember which sides it's got to go on. So it's best if you fold this in, and then you know that this piece is the one that's going to attach. I always get all kerfluffled if I don't do it this way. It doesn't matter if you do it the other way, it's all good too. I need my poker. One moment. Here, I thought I was all together. Just like throwing this together just a few minutes ago to make this video. Peel that off, and then just fold up your box. It's not really a box, I guess, just a base. What your cards are going to sit in. The other box that I did, our bag, I used Very Vanilla with the new mint macaron and some retired DSP that I needed to get rid of. So there you have the base. We'll set that aside. Now you're going to need 2 pieces of DSP or whatever you want to use to wrap around your box. And because I've made this box to be a little bit different size, you're going to need 2 pieces. And I'm using this out of the new Neutrals DSP stack. There's writing on and dots on this side, and I really like the writing, but I think it'll be too much, so I think I'm gonna use the dots and the writing will be on the inside. So we'll go ahead and put some adhesive on here, and you're going to use it on the side that's going to be your inside is the side that you need to put your adhesive on, and you're just going to run a piece across the bottom as well as a piece along the side. And just do the same on the other one. Make sure you've got it going in the right direction. Don't want your adhesive on the wrong side, that's for sure. There. As well as, I didn't do it on my other box, but I think I'm going to do it on this one. I'm going to run a piece of adhesive along the top pieces of this, just to give it a little bit of extra hold. I'm just going to run it all along the top, and you'll see why in a few moments. There we go. So now we're going to pick that off right where I started, right there. There we go. So now when you're putting this on, leave that piece on there for right this second. Peel that off, and we're going to start. We want our seams to be at the same joining point. So what we're going to do is we're going to start on the side, and we're going to just line it up in the middle. And just put that down there and seal that. Whoops, and I've stuck my box to my paper on the desk. And now you're not going to fold any of this. You just want to wrap it so it has that purse look to it. You can come along and push it all as you're going. And then, sorry if I'm under camera, and just like that. We could have we'll peel that other one off in a few moments. Then we're going to grab our other piece, do the same thing. Just peel these off, leave that one for a second too. And you're going to come in and you're going to line that up with that one. And just start wrapping it around as well. And I stuck it to my paper again. Whoops. And I'm using the chocolate chip PSP. Now is when you can come in and pull this off, and it's going to overlap, and that's perfectly fine. And seal that, and then we'll just come in over here and attach this one as well. That one doesn't want to come out of there now, so we'll just snip it out of there. There we go. And just join them. I got the tape on the wrong side. That's okay, they'll just, there we go. Pick that out of there now. Maybe. It didn't overlap enough, but that's okay. And now, what we're going to do, so there is the beginnings of our bag. The writing on the inside. So now what you're going to need is you're going to need 6 pieces of 3/4 by, I did mine 8 3/8 sorry, these pieces of DSP are cut at 3.5 by 8 3/8. And then these pieces here are, again, you need 6 of them, and they are cut at 3/4 by 8 3/8, and it's to wrap around the bottom. So what we're going to do is we're going to come in and we're going to stamp using the Bordering Blooms stamp set, and with your chocolate chip, we're going to ink that up and just line that up in the middle. Don't get in my head in the picture. And just stamp that down. Come in and just do the last little pieces. And there you have that. And I'm just going to quickly get a baby wipe and clean that up. Save on time. And then you're going to come in and with the little flowers, we're going to take Sahara sand and just stamp in the middle. On the other bag I did the black memento and the mint macaron, and then you just line that up in the middle. Good thing about photopolymers, you can see through and you know where you're going with it. I really like this set. And I've gone ahead and done all the rest up to save on time. So now what we're going to do is we're going to throw some adhesive on the backs of this. Should have done these ones up fast too. Be quick. Maybe. Trying to make this video short, but I don't think it's going to go short. I don't seem to know how to do short videos. All my videos end up being 20 minutes long. I'm not really sure why. Must just have a gift of gab or something. So if you haven't seen the new 2015-2016 annual catalog and you would like a copy and you're in Australia, please send me a message and I'd love to send you a catalog. It goes live on June 2nd. It's got some awesome stuff. So now what we're going to do with this is we're just going to come in and get on our seams. We're just going to line this up. So it runs along the bottom of this box. And grab another one. And just line that up there. Oops, had my flowers upside down. Try to line them up as best as you can so that they, whoops. Kind of look like they're going together. You can come back in and really push that down when you're all done. And there's the bottom of our bag. And just come back in and push it all. And now we're going to take 2 more pieces and we're going to do the top part. It just gives this bag a little bit more sturdiness, I guess. It stiffens it up. very quick. I think it takes longer just prepping and figuring out what colors you'd like to use. And there is our egg box. The last two are for the inside, but we need to do our handles first. The handles are cut at 1/2 inch by, again, about 8 1/2, 8 3/8, and you're just gonna position them where you want them. For you right around there. I'm just gonna take a glue dot because my brads haven't come in, and I'm just gonna seal this down with a glue dot. You can brad it, you can do whichever you like. Just figure out where you want it to start. Make sure you've got your twist in there right. That looks good. Come in with your other one, and then just make sure you've got them. My glue dot didn't stick. Got it positioned roughly around the same as the other side, so it looks like they're even. My glue dots don't want to come off. There we go. Make sure your handles are turning properly. There. How cute is that? And then take these last two pieces that we did for the outside and do the exact same thing on the inside of the bag. On the top, just go along the edge, and if you had brads, this would cover up the brads. In this case, it's just going to cover up my handles and keep them from going anywhere. And the last one, just come in and line that up. I'm just running it along the top of the bag. You could literally make these bags in whatever sizes you would like. And there you have it. There is our bag. To house these are going to house my monkey cards. I'm sure you could get quite a few in there. There's 5 of them, and the envelopes will go in there as well, because my one handle's a little crooked. So there's that. So now to show you how to do the flower. What you're going to need is, I've gone ahead and saved a lot of trouble on ink these, but I'm going to cut these two. So I've got Sahara sand, and I've inked it in crumb cake, and you're going to need 3 of your 2 3/8 scallop circle and 1 3/4 scallop circle. And what you do is every 2 scallops you're going to cut up to roughly the middle, and just keep going until you've got all of them. You're just eyeballing it, really. That's all it is. Go up as far as you want, but not too far so that it wants to cut off. And there. And same with this one, same thing. Every 2 petals or scallops, just cutting up to the center. And there you have it, just like that. Now what we're going to do is we're going to come in with our Stampin' Mist spray. You want to spray the side that is inked. you're just going to moisten these because it's going to stiffen them up. So just give them a spritz. Let them dry for a second. Then you're going to want to come in with something that has a bit of a rounded edge. And you're going to take these, and 2 of them you're going to roll down. Oops, I mean rolling up, sorry. This one needs to go rolling up, not down. 2 roll up and 2 roll down, but these ones roll up. Just pinch it and it starts to form its shape. And just keep doing that. It's delicate because it's wet, but it will dry hard when we're all said and done. And try not to rip it. And then just set that one aside and grab the next one and do the same thing, pinching them as you're rolling. And keep doing that. There's that one. Now the next 2 you're going to roll down. So you want 2 up and 2 down. Oh, this one I just keep losing. And pinching, pinching. I'm sure DSP would be a little bit easier. So you've got 2 that are facing up, and you're going to have the, and then your littlest one you want it rolling down. I think I need a smaller tool. Keep pinching, we're just about done. Then what you're going to do is you're going to come in if you want, and these need to get pinched a little bit smaller with a smaller tool, I think. Smaller paintbrush. Anyway, there we go. Then what I've done is I've coming in with the silver or the platinum all-purpose spray. Stampin' Up doesn't sell it anymore, but you can purchase it through different scrapbook stores. It's mixed with alcohol, and I've just taken a box and I'm just going to stick them in there and just give them a spray to mist them and give them a bit of a shimmer. And then come in with your heat gun and just give them a little dry. I used was my glue gun, which I should have had turned on. Just quickly pop it in. Grab our flowers back out. I don't know if you can really see the shimmer on there. I should have used the gold, but can't really see the shimmer. And then if you want, you could just come back in and give this another little press while we wait for the glue gun to heat back up. Just to give that it will dry hard and crunchy, because that's what you want it. You want it to be stiff. These are when the antique brads would come in. I've ordered some, but they're not here yet. And then we're just going to line them up. and just off center them. So once this glue gun is ready, we'll finish that. In the meantime, I'll just keep rolling these guys and just get this one to stiffen up a little bit more. So don't forget to hit the like, subscribe, or leave a comment. Love to hear what everyone thinks of these, and I will leave a link to Stamping Tea and the crafty, I can't remember what it's called, on YouTube, that makes these bag boxes. And you can see all the different sizes that she makes. She recently made just a really big one, but I wanted one that would fit the cards that I was using at the time. So all you're going to do is just center these off, and then stick the two going that we rolled up, and then the opposite ones are going to go in the middle, just like that. And there's our flower. And then just kind of, once they fully dry, you'll see that you can kind of fluff it and pull it up. So I'm just going to let that dry and wait for the heat gun to heat up before I glue it on. But again, here's the bag with the cards, and then this will just sit on here and just have to make a tag. So thanks for stopping by, and have a great day. Bye.